and getting a description for people so that your reader is able to see what you see. And I've created a list of questions. With these questions, would gather kind of think of them as bullet points, things that you could add and kind of answer. And then later on, you're going to want to fill in some of the blanks so that your reader is able to picture them just the same way you do. So I came up with a classroom. Um, at this point, I haven't quite figured out which classroom. You'll see down below that I have, but here, and when I was coming up with this, I was thinking of a classroom. I think about classrooms. They have colorful. They have posters, tables with kids, and don't necessarily want to say how many tables. Not totally important. I don't have to say that there are 7 tables with 13 chairs or however many. Just kind of can leave that some of that blank. Here, I give a range for chairs at each table. I probably don't have to do that. I could. I don't necessarily need to. Got kids there, kids who are usually moving around, or kids are usually in the classroom, books, school materials, talk about how it sounds like, how it could be noisy during work time, how there's laughter. Teacher, I get the higher pitched voice, which you'll see down below. I don't quite use that because again, what you decide to describe is entirely up to you. What you decide to use is up to you. Does it smell like? Oh, I did the idea of that in the Northwest in the fall. Um, it gets pretty wet, and kids often have to go out to recess. And they come back in, and they kind of have that smell like wet dog, right? Where they've sweat sweatshirts and they haven't dried out. They're just damp. And I got this idea that it feels like fall. It's rainy. It's cool. This heavy, persistent mist. Yet the classroom itself feels cozy. So I could add that in here as well. I could add that the classroom itself feels cozy. So down below, what I've done is I've started by kind of walking you in, walk somebody who's never seen this place into the classroom, and I've never seen this classroom. I'm trying to create it myself for other people to see. I've got this idea that they walk in, you open the heavy metal door from the outside, right? This idea that those old fire doors, if you will. There are posters on the wall with colorful drawings to show the teaching for past days. There are colorful tubs around the room. Again, something that I did not include above. I just said that it's colorful, but I might want to say what is colored. Colorful tubs around the room where materials are neatly stored. It gives me an idea that this is an organized place, maybe a dream place for me. You see a front carpet area where kids are gathered. Again, another piece that was not up above, but that's okay because you're going to want to be filling in some of these gaps as you go along. So, as you're working, I want you to be thinking about trying to answer those questions about what it looks like, what it feels like, what it sounds like. And then, after you have that, turn it into some paragraphs a paragraph, 2 paragraphs, maybe even 3, like mine is down below. You want your reader to be able to look and see with their eyes closed what that place is like, just the way that you have envisioned it.